Hello and welcome to the second video of our backend web development series. In this video, we're going to be sending an HTML file instead of just an HTML element through our res.send function over here. So since this is a backend series, we won't be really doing much of the styling ourselves. Therefore, let's go on to Bootstrap and grab templates from there. So for this video, we're going to be setting up a sign up page. So when we do head over to Bootstrap, let's look for one that resembles a sign up page. So once you head over to Bootstrap, click on the examples tab, and then you can see there are several templates. There's an album, pricing, checkout template, and much more. But the one we're going to be using is all the way at the bottom, called floating labels. So the way we're going to put this into our own project is by right-clicking this page and then clicking View Page Source. And then you can see all the HTML code that's making up that page. So right now we're going to be creating a views folder that'll hold all of our HTML files, and you should exactly name it views, because for a separate video, for a later video, when we get into using EJS files, you have to use a views folder. So after having that folder created, we're gonna add a new file, and we're gonna call this register.html. And inside this file, we're basically gonna copy all of that code onto here, and then we're gonna save it. And then we're gonna open up the terminal, and then we're gonna run index.js. So right now it still says hello world, so we have to go back to index.js, and in order to send files, instead of using a send function, we have to use sendFile. So we're going to access the current directory and add it to views/register HTML. Now let's go ahead and save that and reload. So it says no such file or directory. Okay. See, so it needs to be views, not view. So let's reload. So now you have this page that comes up. Now this looks nothing like this page, and that's because we don't have the correct CSS that we need for it to look like this original page. So the way we're gonna get the CSS is by using a CDN, the Bootstrap Cdn. So go on to getting started, and then copy that CSS link, and this link right here, you're going to replace it with that link, and then save that. And now if you go back, you see that it's like this, and it's still not quite like this original page. And that's because if you go to the page source, you can see that there's actually a local CSS file they're using. So let's go on to that, and you can see all this CSS right here. So let's copy this and put it in our own local CSS file. So our CSS files are going to be in a folder called public, and the naming of that is also important, and that's going to be explained in this video actually. So let's go ahead and name this file register.css and paste all the CSS there. Let's go back to register.html and change floating labels.css into register.css. So let's save that. Now let's go back to our local host. So it's still showing that. And that's because if you inspect element and go to the errors, it says that register.css is not supported because it's a style sheet MIME type. And that's because our server right now cannot upload static files. And the way we're gonna upload static files is by going to index.js, and right after we create our app instance, we're going to write app.use, and then inside this function we're gonna type in express.static, and we're gonna put public in here. This is referencing the public folder, and then we're gonna save that, and now we'll come back here, and you can see that we successfully have replicated this original web page over here. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. We don't need any of that. So, and that's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to be discussing about how to retrieve information from the register page. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one.